All right, so my number 2 is, you're probably not even gonna think that this is gonna be on the list at all, but Christmas PSA.
Really?
I love Christmas PSA so much.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, so let's watch it.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's pretty fantastic.
All right, so unlike, it's the exact opposite. No, actually, it's just way more me than the other one.
Yeah.
That I think you were busy with work or whatever that day.
Yeah.
So we just need to get one out because it was our deadline. And I was like, all right, George, you're going to have a staring match with that Santa Claus.
Right.
And then I just took a bunch of shots of you doing that. And then you left, and I was like, how do I make this a video? Like, I haven't been to this. How do I make this? So then I walked out in the robe and Santa Claus hat and said...
Right, because we filmed that part, and then I went to work.
Yeah, you left.
Right.
And I had to then try to film myself. I had to focus it and do all that by myself. Because that's also why you can kind of hear music in the distance. I think that was Dad in the breezeway, like, or whatever. Everyone had left the house then, so it was just me. So that's why I put on the robe and Santa Claus hat. Said watch the eggnog, and then watch the nog with the really intense titles.
I still feel like you could use that as a commercial. Like, that could be like a Geico commercial or something.
Yeah, something. But I feel like that was, selfishly, that was a very me video, and because I'm always up for the really weird, short weird thing. But I think your mustache is also glorious in that video.
It was a good mustache.
It took you a long time to grow that mustache, but it was pretty great.
It's interesting that the Things Falling Over saw both mustached George and like
bearded George
George
and clean shaven George and shaved head George and long haired George.
All the Georges.
Saw mutton chop David.
Yeah. A lot of different formations.
Long hair David, short hair David, then really short hair David. Anyway.
Christmas PSA though.
Christmas PSA. That was my number 2.
Yeah. Solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
What about you?
Number 2, I think would be. What was it? Okay, no, this is the one. The one where David writes.
You love that one.
For some reason, that one, I think more than any other video, made me laugh more. Like, I thought that was, like, for some reason, the funniest. Like, there was other ones that were definitely better.
Yeah.
Like, and definitely, like, there was other things that I liked about it. But yeah, number 2, I feel like as far as enjoyment, was the one where David writes.
Yeah. So... I always found it really interesting that you loved that one so much.
Yeah.
So that was... You were at work at the restaurant,
right?
Whichever restaurant you were working at the time, and I had to go to sleep because I'd work the next day. Right. So I wrote on a piece of paper, and I was like, George, these are ideas that we need to get done.
Right.
And so I made a list. I literally made a list. It was like 1, sitting Olympics, 2, dancing to Kelly Clarkson, 3, and like I just had the full list. And then instead of I'm running out of room in my brain for this. Mm-hmm. It was, I'm running out of room on this paper for this.
Right.
And it kept going. And then the next day you were like, why don't we just film this list? And I was like, how do we do that? Yeah. And that's how it came.
We just filmed all of them. Yeah, I think it's just like, they're all ridiculous and they're all pretty, like, I think the repetitiveness of Englishman in New York.
Repetition always works.
That was always funny to me.
Yeah.
And our faces, I think the facial acting was funny to me.
That was definitely one that I was allowed to be weird, because I didn't always get to do that. So, and you were too. We were both allowed to be odd, which was fun.
I got to be half naked, which was always something that I wanted to do.
He has a desire to be naked in the world. So.
In public.
In public.
So
filmmakers,
film is kind of in public.
If you need someone to be naked, that's him. Which, haven't you already done that in a film?
Yes, but I wasn't naked in the film. I was naked in the room as they filmed me.
Isn't that in public?
But, yeah.
So your dream's fulfilled.
That's true.